glad I went to pause this and switch screens so I could check the time, and it's ended my video, so I guess we're starting another one. Anyways, make sure the time is correct for where you're at, especially if you use quiet time, because if that clock is wrong, quiet time won't be when quiet time is. So to set it, you hit the set button. It'll put a cursor under the thing. You go up or down for each spot, and you wait for the cursor to move from place to place to make your changes. This up-down arrow here, that's our battery gauge. There's our battery actual voltage. There's our engine battery voltage. Our service is due in 77 hours. We have 302 hours on the generator. Setup and info. If I hit enter, I can go and get system info. I can set the gen setup, which is already done. And I can set up the auto. For auto, we're going to use the safety as ignition. Start voltage is at auto. You may want to change that depending on how you use it. Time it starts all auto. Stops auto. Short power sense. Enter to exit. Down below is our inverter. Okay, the inverter you probably can't read on this screen, but it tells you what our battery status is and all that. And it allows us to hold the button continuously, turns on that little green LED that tells us the inverter's on. Because we have a household style refrigerator, we want the inverter on anytime we're using the coach. That way, if we lose power, it automatically switches to invert and the refrigerator stays cold. Again, as you get more time in it, you may find different settings that you want to play with. In here, we have a little storage area. We try not to waste any space in an RV. A water pump switch, toilet paper holder, towel holder. Again, the curtains are pull downs. And we have the same emergency window here where you pop the screen out, grab those two red handles, flip it out, and push the window out. Here we have free tools from one of my techs who didn't take care of his stuff. Our sink. Large medicine cabinet with the sink stopper in it. Storage and storage area here. And a GFI outlet. Coming forward up here, we have another DirecTV receiver, a Sony DVD, soundbar, our TV, fireplace, storage cabinets on each end of the fireplace. And this one is crammed full of manuals. All your owner's manuals is there. You got a row of light switches there. We have multiple outlets up here behind the sound bar. Above the sink, cabinets, adjustable shelf. Another cabinet, adjustable shelves, shelves laid in the bottom. Removable sink covers. Storage below the sink. A drawer below the storage. Nice row of drawers. Drawer completely full of remotes. So your DVD remote, your disc or your DirecTV remotes, all your television remotes, your soundbar remote, stereo for the dash radio and for the outside stereo. A Roku box. Stove. Remove the stove covers. Turn the burner to the light position. Give it a second. Click. There we go. All three burners are lit. And then once they've been lit, they usually light pretty good. Okay. Put stove covers back on. Microwave. It's also a convection oven, so you can bake in it. Storage up here above the microwave. And the microwave's plugged in right there. Oh, sorry about that. Microwave's plugged in over there. Okay. Just got a panel back there. Drawers, drawers, and more drawers. Got a pantry beside the refrigerator with pull-out drawers, and another one below that. Big storage area above the refrigerator. Refrigerator, freezer, and the refrigerator. All right, we'll go to the driver's area now. On the driver's console, we have a switch for your solar shade up and down. Hold the down button, and it puts the shade down. Up, puts the shade up. Shade runs in a little track. The side shades are just like on the rest of the coach. They are all manual. Mirror heat. Turns on your heated mirrors, which is the large top section of the mirrors are heated. Exhaust brake. Turn the exhaust brake on. When you let off the throttle, it uses engine braking. You'll have to play with that, get used to it, see how you like it. Your mirror control, center lever, switches from left mirror to right mirror, off in the middle, and then your arrows up, down, right, and left for the mirror position. I'm going to skip that little square button until we get this thing started. Transmission controller, reverse, neutral, and drive. There is no park in our transmission. It is R, N, or D. In D, you have 6 gears, so the display when it's in D will say 6 on the left, and whatever gear it's actually in on the right. You see where it says select and monitor? Select is what you've selected, monitor is what it's doing. The up-down arrows allow you to downshift the transmission. When you use the down arrow, the select button number will go from 6 down to 1, depending on how many times you hit the button, and up and down. The mode button is for economy mode. It's all it does. It turns on economy mode on or off. You will either like it or not like it. It is like trailer tow haul on a pickup. There are times it's great. There are times it's a nuisance. It's just the way it is. But it does help out, and it's an option. Down here is our leveling system. Our leveling system requires the engine to be running. Hey, the horn works. Stick your hand through the wheel. Sorry about that. All right, I'll go over leveling once we start. Over here is our parking brake. Our parking brake pops out when we have low air pressure on its own, or you pull it out to set it. You push it in to drive. Our wiper switch has an on-off switch that is adjustable, and you press the top to wash. And then front auxiliary is a power hookup. Battery boost connects your engine batteries to your house batteries. Up here we have our light switch, which is off. Markers, headlights. Headlights have, when they're on, you have bright and dim. Bright and dim. Dim dims your dash lights. Bright brightens them. On your turn signal stalk, This little bottom pull out here, pull that out for 4-way flashers. Use the turn signals on and off, cancel them. Pull up for high beam, pull up for low beam. Cruise control, set, and then the rest of your is right here. Off, on, resume, Excel. Tilt wheel. There is a foot pedal. Right there, I'm touching it. You step on the pedal, and you can adjust the tilt and telescope of the wheel. Let go of the pedal, it stays. There is a trailer brake controller down there under the dash for electric trailer brakes when you're towing a trailer. Over here is your dash heat and cool, your air horn switch, city horn, you already heard the air horn, generator start and stop, and radio. The radio switch allows you to turn the radio on without turning the ignition on. So you can see it, your radio is loading. On your radio, you have Sirius XM. That is something you'll have to subscribe to. Okay. There's a menu button. Hit that. Brings up our radio. HD is standard radio.
Father who would pray with you. Surrender your list.
Bluetooth. Connects to your phone. So you have to connect the phone to it. AV. Brings up the AV system. Pandora, Spotify, all of that stuff require your phone be connected. Source off. Camera view. There's your rear camera. There's your left turn signal camera. There's your right turn signal camera, which is the door is open, so you're seeing the back of the entry door. Okay. And that's your basic functions of the radio. There's no phone connected, so you have to connect the phone for the phone services to work. All right, when we start the coach, we turn it on and we wait for it to be ready. And then we crank it, start it. All right, you can see that the parking brake is set. The jacks are down at the moment. And we have a list on this screen that says jacks, levelers, up. This button over here, if I move this button to the right, it puts a check mark there. If I move it to the left, it clears the screen. Once it clears the screen, we can see generator hours and our date and time and our odometer reading. If we go down, we can scroll through this. Today's fuel. Hold it to the right, hit it to the right. Today's fuel economy. Hit it to the right. Average speed, idle time, distance, all of that. Hold it to the left. Hold it to the right continuously. No, that's not doing that. Why am I getting this? Usually if you hold it to either the right or the left, it goes into a reset. Tap it to the left and then hold it to the right. Sorry. So that column is now reset. Idle time. Tap left, hold right, and that's reset. Now that could be leg distance, leg time, all of that. Trip time. You can go trip fuel economy, all of that. To clear that, tap left, hold right, and now that's all reset. Road speed. You can have cruise speed, engine RPMs. You can change this. I'm just tapping it to the right or to the left. change it. Gear, as that's your transmission, you only have two choices there. Trans temp and gear. Generator hours, all it is hours on the generator. Okay, we hold right continuously. It's going to bring us to setup. This is where we set our date and time. Our date is 9. Oops. I believe it's the 21st. Oh, I'm terrible. I don't know what day it is. And if I pause this out to check the calendar. So anyhow, we'll go with the 21st. That's close. And then our year. And our time. We gotta be pushing 11:43. And then AM, PM. We'll set it at AM. And boom. Now when I scroll down and highlight time, I can change my time date configuration. And I will check that later to make sure I got the dang thing right, but I'm close. So that is the basis of your compartment here. Now, your leveling jacks has an on-off button. Tells you that the jacks are down. Hit retract all, it puts the jacks up. The green blinker thinks it's level. If I wanted to adjust it, I press the manual button and hold it till the light comes on. Now in manual mode, I can bump it down. It just gets done with this wait period. I can raise it up, raise the front, raise the right, raise the left, whatever I want. So if it auto levels and you're not happy with it, turn it off, put it in manual mode and adjust it. If you're consistently not happy with it, it's always the same problem. It can be reprogrammed. All the instructions for that are online. Apologize for the scratchy sore throat. But again, we want to thank you for making a purchase through Motorhomes to Go in TerryTown. Have a great day. Enjoy your unit. If you have any issues, feel free to contact our service department or your salesman, and we will try our best to solve your problems. Have a great day, and thank you. Bye.